Hello, my name is Justin Hickman. It is Tuesday, June 6th, 2023. I'm with Vertispan. Recently, I've been working on GWT database in the other browser, but I'm going to probably put that to the side for now. I was able to accomplish quite a bit with that project, but I would like to switch over to something new. And today we're going to talk about modularizing GWT applications. Yeah, that's a mouthful. So I am going to throw up my screen right now. Basically, you have multiple types of modules in a GWT environment. One would be with the different Maven modules. You also have GWT or GWT modules, but we could probably do this in a way that utilizes the pair of those and create something that will allow us to have like a plug and play type application. And that's mainly for being able to develop modules for an application in isolation. For example, here we can have the main GWT module where it inherits the core functionality and multiple different types of functions. We would need to be able to register each one, just as any kind of application that supports plugins or modules in this way. But in the end, it would allow development teams to be distributed in such a way where they can work on modules in isolation and not even load the entire application during local development, which is going to be a big benefit for any applications that are extremely large, memory intensive, um, where it doesn't make sense for you to load parts X, Y, and Z whenever you're working on ABC, for example. Of course, you would have all of the core modules like security, the any kind of database stuff. All of the server stuff should probably be the same. But for all of the other client things, we can break that up and make it very easy to plug things in whenever we want to. So I created a small application. Right now, it was just with the default GWT Maven module or GWT Maven plugin archetypes. So if I were to start this stuff, I'm going to start my code server, and then I can start the Jetty side. Right now it's just app. Eventually I'll probably split this out into multiple Maven modules, depending on how far we go. We can create something like a support portal, or create a customer service portal. I don't know what they're called. CSR, CSM, or we can even create like a content management system. All of those are possible with some of the modularization techniques we're going to cover. So let's go ahead and refresh this. And right now, this is basically what you get with the archetype. Yeah, make sure that everything is running. Cool. And we're going to try out with Dagger 2. That is for dependency injection. We're going to be using it on the client side, which will be very beneficial. So I am going to probably pull in some resources. I might have to look some of this stuff up because I am not entirely sure what the artifact ID and stuff like that is. Dagger 2. And we'll definitely need the one specifically for GWT. So I might want to search for dagger 2. This might be it. All right, so the latest dagger release is dagger 2.46.1. We'll have to make sure that it is compatible with GWT. Dagger GWT. Wonder if I can just search for that. Whoa. Well, that's not good. There we go. That was weird. I did dagger-GWT, didn't I? What in the world is going on? Keeps loading different stuff. Okay. Let me try that again. Maybe that's because of the 502 that we were getting earlier. We're also going to want Domino UI for the user interface. So I am going to grab the Domino UI stuff. Just making sure that we pull it in correctly. So I'm going to throw that into my index.html. Now we're just doing all of the default settings. I'm assuming that works. I'm not sure. All right. What in the world? For some reason that didn't copy. All right. I'm going to stop the server since we are changing dependencies here. And then we can pull these in. Obviously, I'm going to be updating the which version that we're pulling in. I'll probably throw this into the other parent POM, into the dependency management. And I am going to change this into a Domino version. It's weird that my keyboard doesn't seem to be hitting all of my key bindings here. All right, Domino version. I think it's release candidate 18 right now. Yeah, RC18 100 RC18. And then over in the client side, we can just drop the other version. And I guess we don't really need the this one in here. Don't think. Not for the dependency management. All right, I'm going to clean install just to make sure that everything works. Sources is missing. So do we need... Yeah, I guess we do need that. That's kind of weird. Classifier sources. All right. See if that works. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and run install. Make sure that it still compiles just fine. So far, so good. Did I ever find the dagger stuff? Yeah, here we go. I'll probably throw this into the parent palm as well. And what in the world is going on? That's really weird. Okay. This is a dagger version. I like to keep my versions separate. Of course, we should probably do the same thing for the GWT version. And let's make sure, don't need to worry about that one too much. All right, cool. All right, so that gets that. So we will need in the client POM a dependency to the dagger GWT. And that's in the parent POM, so we don't have to include the other version. I don't know if there's anything else that we would need for that. Alright, that's probably good for now. So let's see what we got. Of course, I'm using the Thomas Breuer plugin for the GWT stuff. So the artifacts are going to be a little bit different because this is like creating a GWT app. Probably need to create like a GWT lib directory module, because this is basically going to do the war and overlay it onto the server module. All right. So let's just see if we have. Let's see. Where's my entry point? It's just called app. Yeah, apparently it's called app. And I'm going to just flush all of this because this is the boilerplate from the archetype. Need elemental. That would be a good one to have in here. I am actually going to grab this from a local directory. Alright, so then this is the parent. Let's throw this into the dependencies. And we'll figure out which actual dependencies we'll need. some reason, I thought those were transitives on Domino. Elemento. There's Elemental 2. SVG, Core. Yeah, these should be transitives. I'm not sure why I wasn't able to grab those. Oh, it might be because I haven't included it in my module. So let's go in here, edit our module, and let's inherit from Domino. Doesn't that usually content assist here? Yeah, there it is. That was weird. Let's see if that fixed it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was the problem. It was available. It was just not loaded in my module. All right, and I am going to go ahead and run these things just so that we can see it all working. I'm going to pin these tabs so that they don't disappear on me. Makes it a little bit easier. For some reason, this song sounds a little bit like Angry Birds. I don't know, I'm getting that vibe. It's almost there. This one's done. It's the code server that's taking a little bit. All right, then come over here. And let's go ahead and refresh that. It's weird. Oh. It did not change. It's kind of weird that that worked before, but now it's not working. That's fine. I'll just change it. Modularization. I wonder if that was supposed to have been escaped before, and it just wasn't for some reason. Maybe that's something that's supposed to be part of the build. I don't know. Alright, we do have to restart Jetty, I think. Just so that it redeploys the modified index.html. Yeah, and I can get rid of all this stuff. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Let's just see if that worked. Okay, so there is the modularization. I am not entirely sure. Is that not the name of my module? What is the name of my module here? Oh, modularization client. Can I change that? Do like a short name here. Might have to restart the code server. Is that a short name? misspelled that. That's fine. Oh, I think this one is actually in the POM. It's been a while since I've used this Maven plugin. All right, so this is this pom.xml. Here we go. Module lowercase. Module or modularization. Here we go. And we should be able to restart this code server now. Oh wait, did I yeah, I did remove that. I'll probably extract a library outside of this here in a little while, just so that we can try it out with a GWT library. So then, as soon as this is loaded, I'll go ahead and check that out. I think there was actually a note about that in the Maven plugin. So this is the Thomas Breuer. Coming down to the archetype, compatibility, variable interpolation. You need at least version 2.2 of the archetype plugin. Oh, so it was probably supposed to replace that upon the archetype generation, not at runtime. That's fine. Modularization. Why isn't that working? It should be working this time, right? What does my port here say? Yeah. Modularization. Oh, isn't yet compiled. Modularization. Maybe I misspelled it somewhere. Modularization. That looks correct. And just for the sake of making sure that I typed it correctly, I'm just going to copy and paste it. Yeah, I don't think that changed any. It is not wanting to recompile, is it? Okay. No cache.js. Does that exist? It does not exist. Why doesn't that exist? Oh, I think I need to do a clean because it's still coming in here as the old name. I am not sure why I was using the full name like that. There we go. So we'll just check the target directory, make sure that it's creating the appropriate name. Module name, module short name. So that should be correct. Yeah, I don't like the short name there. Or the other mod. Oh, why is it like that? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like that it's called app though. Where's my module.gwt.xml? So there's the entry point. Yeah, because the name of the module and the entry point are the same. Come on. I should probably collapse my properties for the time being. Collapse all properties? Not a big fan of the search on this. Yeah, I'm not sure where that documentation is. Well, did it create it correctly that time? Yeah, so here it is with the other short name. All right, so now I could go ahead and restart these. If only someone would find a good way to index search content in the browser. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of ideal. Instead of having to run out to Google every time, for the fact that this is essentially a static app. What the heck? Still wondering, am I misspelling something? Modularization. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because it's right there. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's correct. This is the updated one. I was seeing all these comments and was thinking that it was the other wrong one, but no, that's all correct. Modularization, no cache. And it's spelled the same down here. Let's clean maybe. I don't think it's even triggering the, yeah, it's not even triggering the recompile. Rebuilt serialized B trees. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I have some code for that. Yeah, some B tree stuff. The closed captionings are pretty funny right now. I have no idea why this isn't working. What did I break? Because I mean, it shows the module here. Modularization, no cache.js. That is very bizarre. Jetty overlays. That didn't have anything in there. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even added any annotation processor stuff yet. All I did was update the dependencies. I did, and I modified the name of the module. Yeah, close all this out. And that was in the pom.xml. Changed the short name. I have no idea how it was working before because some of that stuff was incorrect naming. And even looking down here, I'm assuming that the Jetty is running from this directory, and it has the modularization. Can I browse directories? No. What is wrong with you? I know it's going to be something really stupid that I forgot. Let me stop it all. Run install again. I don't know. Yeah, let me double check the other run configs. That could have been it. I don't know. So the code server is just running GWT code server. Modularization client. Yeah, that looks correct to me. Oh yeah, I was still looking up collapse all properties. I think that's correct. Yeah. Because I don't need the extra permutations right now. Alright, so that built. Let's run the code server again. Ignoring shared, neither a GWT lib. Did you forget the GWT lib in the dependency declaration? Well, I'm not using shared right now, so I don't really care about that. Maybe I need to change something in my server. See anything in there? Yeah, I don't know. All right, so we are running. Oh, even though I pinned it, which one's running? I'm assuming this is no longer running. Yeah. Well, I can close that one now. I assumed I was going to use the same tab. And let's go ahead and run Jetty. And it's running the dev environment one. It is bizarre that it's not finding the module. What the heck? Yes, it is. I mean, it was all working before. That should hook up the launch steer. Which one is this? Because I need to remember which project I used this Maven plugin before. And this is the top level project. This is the parent POM. Unless it's changed since a previous version. Looks the same. Yeah, it looks the same as what I have in a different project. Here's one difference, possibly. Nope, it's the same. Right. So something is not. I mean, the one of the differences that I have is my run config. I know that it's using a glob, but I couldn't do a glob from here. It was a star server. I don't think that works. Well, yeah, because it would basically resolve to the same thing. But yeah, I don't think the glob works. Yeah. Here's one difference, maybe. No, it's the same. It's the build path, target, launch deer, modularization, and there's the modularization no cache. Looks like the correct code. Still referencing IE8, it looks like, in the linker. Maybe in the, I'm not running Tomcat. Be it. Let me look at my Jetty config. Yeah, it doesn't have anything in there. Because I know that this had the other launch directory, but we're running Jetty, so that shouldn't be it. I wonder if I should switch mine to Tomcat instead. Look at the 404 in the browser again, compare what you see. Okay, yeah. Let me change it back to Jetty. Oh yeah, the code server. All right, 404 not found. Yeah, and I even tried to go there directly, and I was unable to find it. I mean, it exists in 9876. Modularization. But it's just not finding the bootstrap on the Jetty side. Which is odd because I see it in the other directory. Check the launch dir to compare. So it is under the root launch directory. Yeah, right there. And that was what I was looking at before, where it had the mention of IE8. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it looks like the code server should be correct, so I'm curious about the Jetty side. Let's close that tab. Let me turn off my camera so that I'm not in the way. This is all the build stuff. Jetty overlays is added. No. There's not anything that I added. What version of Jetty is this? 9451? Yeah, there's nothing in the context. Yeah, really? I've never looked into it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that would cause that. So this is the root POM. Is there a plugin management? Yeah, here's a plugin management. Should probably change the source level. Yeah, this is really no different. Yeah, so there's the modularization shared. Am I? Yeah, I didn't modify any of this. Um, I mean, there's two, should be a two. This is main build. Yeah, that looks correct. Source main web app, launch deer. Yeah, I mean, I swore that this worked before I changed the short name. Well, I mean, one way would be to source Vertis span modularization. We can easily figure out if that was the issue. Where's my browser? Yeah, it's still 404. Yeah, I restarted Jetty. Here, I can run it again. So that didn't change anything. Yeah, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Here I can look at my local history. Local changes. How do I do that? I think you can only do that on a per file basis, right? Yeah, so I created it yesterday and it worked. So the changes that I made today was just that for this file. All right. Here's a index.html change that I made somewhere. A lot of this is just going to show me all of the changes in the other directory. Yeah, I don't know how this worked before, because I did start the app and it did run a compile, but then as soon as I modified some stuff, this stuff didn't work anymore. I have no idea. There was a mention of it in the compatibility for the archetype. Archetypes use module 2 lowercase as the default value for the short name parameter, so don't use version 2.2 or above. So yeah, I guess I did use like version 3 something for the archetype plugin. I have no idea. I guess because of the fact that they were all module short name. Let's see, short or 2 lowercase. Oh, here we go. That's in the web.xml. Of course, I'm going to be ripping out that servlet anyways. Maybe? No. That shouldn't have caused any issue. Theoretically. No. You delete your index.html and run Jetty. Yeah, let me do that. Alright, where's my index.html? It should be under server, source, main, web app, index.html. Delete that. I don't know if it's going to clear out the... Yeah, probably. Oops. Yeah, it is not there. So it's like it's running directly under here. I'm wondering. Let me stop that. open up a terminal. Why can't I paste? I wonder if there's something wrong with the run config, maybe. It's one thing that I haven't tried out. Ah, there it is. So there's something wrong with the run config. Man, what a pain in the butt. That right there? Was that not there before? Huh. So what is wrong with the run config? The working directory is the parent directory. Just hoping to not have to do this from oh right. Yeah, I mean the working directory is the parent directory. Like I said, I was just hoping that I didn't have to run this in terminal every time. Emulate terminal, here we go. Wonder if that could help. What do you mean it's my profile? No. I'm looking, this is from the website. I just copied and pasted, and that's the exact same command that I... Oh. How did that happen? Because I did copy and paste. And it worked before. Like, what the heck? I did. Let me emulate terminal on this one. All right, so there's the first hour of my stream. Maybe I should cut all this stuff out from the YouTube recording. All right. So let me roll back that file. Just watch me learn how to use GWT. This was Chrome. That just pisses me off. Yeah, done with main entry point. All right, step one done. Oh boy. Should probably mark this so I can There we go. So I can put a bookmark in the recording timestamps here. All right. All right. Now I completely lost track of what I was doing. All right. So I want to, let's go ahead and add some domino stuff. So in the app, I'm just going to throw it directly in here. And I am probably just going to look at main demo because I'm probably just going to use this. I think for the time being, my modules for my modularization stuff, I'm going to have a left side navigation, maybe a title bar, like a sys tray sort of thing, and it's all going to be contextual. So the bar up here is going to allow you to register menu items from your module, but basically each one of these will be driven by a module registering itself with the main application menu. And I think that'll work. And I have a drawing here. I'm trying to look around my paper so I can see what you're seeing. So yeah, that's essentially what I was planning on doing. Just the little view area with the navigation and the title bar with some menus. So then we can separate out like all of the security, the main API, things like that. Some of this I'm going to have to relearn, but let's go ahead and take a look at the app layout because that's probably what I'm going to do. Maybe. Yeah, let me do that. The app layout. Layout.create. Modularization. Show. All right. Let's see what that does. Keep losing my Chrome. Can't remember if I need to do anything special for this or show will be enough to get it going. Oh yeah, I never did check my newly modified run configs. I should probably do that too. All right, cool. So that does work. Nice. It's got a scroll bar there. Not sure where that's coming from. All right, so let's go back to our terminal. Let's just double check this stuff because next week, whenever, or next time I stream, I want to make sure that it actually works. I don't have to remember where I left things off. Yeah, see, it's not being treated like a terminal. Emulate terminal. All right, well, I guess we can ignore that. Modularization. Client. I think I spelled that correctly. Modularization. Oh, I know I misspelled that one. Alright, so now that I have an equal sign this time, I swore I copy and pasted, but I must have typed it in yesterday. I prefer using run configs for this stuff because then I can easily see what's actually running. I don't like running things in a terminal. Here you can see that there are two things running, so I know that both the code server and the Jetty are running. And I can stop both of them with a single press. Oh, that seemed to have worked. All right, let's clear cache. Let's make sure that it still works even after that. And while that's doing that, let's go ahead and see what we would need for Dagger to work. So first thing I'm going to do is let's go ahead and create a module.xml here and inherit. I don't remember the name of it. Is it com.google? Com Dagger? Or is it org Dagger? Neither. Maybe it's net. No, it's com.google.dagger. I did add this, right? Nope. Still have it as org. Yeah, there's the Dagger GWT right there. Yeah, it's still compiling. Crazy. Not sure why that's taking so long. Well, maybe I need to refresh my Maven dependencies here. Why is that having a problem? So this is Dagger. Today's just not going to be my day, is it? There's Dagger. There's Dagger GWT. Ow. There it is. That's why I wasn't finding it. I was expecting it to have a normal package name. Alright, so that takes care of Dagger. This does seem to work still, so that's good. So then we need to figure out what our commonalities are, our core modules, versus the application modules. So I have to figure out which module to start with first. So let's go ahead and create a new module. I'm gonna have to remember how this works. You know, this is one of those things that you don't really have to do too often. I know that we need to have like a component and a module file class. It's a little bit different than Juice, if you've ever used Juice before. And that looks like it's a component singleton, reusable scope. Yep. So I am probably just going to create a package in here. Yeah, this is going to work a little bit different because of the fact that we're using the Thomas Breuer module or Maven plugin. I think I can still create gwt.xml files just throughout, and that would actually help quite a bit in regards to separating the other concerns. I'm not a big fan of this stuff though. Let's go ahead and create a module. It's just going to be an empty module, and modular, let's say app core. Packaging. And this is going to be a GWT lib. Let's just double check in the other shared how that works. Yeah, probably need to have the same thing. So let me split that over here. I'm going down here. I don't want any different compiler settings. Probably should throw that in the root POM, but it's fine. It's kind of interesting that the modularization shared didn't create it as a GWT lib for the other packaging. It's a just a jar here. Because that should technically have its own module.xml. Pretty certain, if I remember how that works. All right, so then we have the app core. Here we're going to have a module with .xml, same sort of situation here. Let's just take a quick glance at the Maven plugin, just refresh our memory on how that all works. There it is, and the documentation. I think I need the configuration in here for the GWT module. Oops, guess I didn't need all that. All right, so for this one, probably gonna split these out a little bit. So, This is a client. I do want this in a separate directory because I'm polluting the modularization directory. Wait, this is, I was looking at the wrong thing. So this is app.app. That's cool. I will do a core. Don't need a short name because this isn't going to be loadable on its own. And the shared stuff, pretty sure that we need similar plugin config in here. And this is going to be shared. And go ahead and refresh that. Let's stop all of our servers because we're probably going to have to run this through Maven real quick just to make sure that it all still functions. Even though everything is dying here. All right. All right, so I don't need this stuff anymore. I'll probably just go ahead and dump all of the other stuff that we got from the archetype. And web.xml, we need to update that. So we don't need that servlet anymore. That is the main. I didn't actually build because I'm not depending on it. So the client, I need to update its dependencies here. Basically to the same stuff as I did here. But instead of shared, this is going to be app core. And here we can inherit the core. And eventually we'll have all of the other modules inherited from over here as well. Let's just make sure that all of that builds. That build the core? It did. Yeah, that looks correct. Nice. And that's the nice thing about the Thomas Breuer Maven plugin is you can just have the module.gwt.xml, and then you define the package and the short name um, in the Maven config. So then whenever you look at it, it'll actually have all of the other junk. All right, so there we are failing. That is on the client. Your source appears to not live underneath a sub package called client. Oh wait, that is because I changed the other package and didn't actually move any classes around. All right, so that's going to be client. Yeah, do that refactor, please. There's my entry point. That was updated. All right. That should work because the source path empty. All right, it is hour and a half in. I'll probably be taking a break soon. Grab some lunch. But I would just like to be able to get the initial parts in place before I do that. There we go. This time it actually compiled. Yay! Cool. All right. All right, cool. So let's close all of that out. Let's come back over here. Let's see what our app core is. So this is basically like however you want to layer your application. Here's my initial thoughts. So let's say that you have your core that has like a function registry, basically like a menu registry or something that you would be able to, from your module, your entry point, being able to register back your functionality. Then you have your main stuff, and this is basically going to be all of the it's not going to be the core, so none of your functions would rely upon this, but your this is basically what the entire application shell is going to be. It's also going to look at the registry to get the registrations so that it would be able to build out the user interface, but it's really up to the function X or whatever module you have, and however it's architect over here with like a MVVM or MVC or MVP, whichever type of user interface that you want, architecture, that would work out pretty well. So let's try to do that as much as possible. That's why I broke out the core, because the core is going to basically be the API that's called into. So we do need some placeholders for some of these things. So if I were to create a package, Vertispan, modularization, core, and let's go ahead and create like an IOC for the inversion of control stuff. Source path equals empty path. And here, let's go ahead and add our dagger implementation. So here it looks like we have a module. Trying to remember how this works. Dagger tutorial. All right, so you have a component. That seems pretty simple enough. All right, so let's go ahead and create a component. And this will probably be like a core component. Oh, and we need the dependency added in here. And module.xml, we should inherit name equals dagger. There we go. And I think that has to be an interface. Could be wrong. And we should probably also have... Did we have an entry point there? Yeah, probably. And I'm going to put this not in the IOC directory, but the core. And this does not have GWT dependencies, so I should probably add that, of course. Hello. There we go. So if that works, creating a component, I should be able to have a, it's going to have a factory and everything else for that. So let's go ahead and run compile, see if it actually creates the factory. Probably not, since I'm not referencing it anywhere. Yeah, looks like I misspelled modularization somewhere. Modularization. Oh, it's the package up here. All right, move that. And we can move this one as well. I guess this is just going to go one by one. All right, cool. Generated sources. I cannot recall if I need to do anything special for this. I just want to get something up and running first, and then we can figure it out later. Alright, so then we also need a module in here. Not there, but up here. Java class, core module. Module. And this is where this is going to basically create all of our provider singletons, all of that. So then let's go back to core component. And this is what's going to expose something. So if I have like an event bus, then our core module can provide singleton. And we'll talk about scopes later. But this is going to be like a simple event bus. So then anywhere that has an injection needing a event bus, this will be able to provide it appropriately. Of course, we'll have to have it match the same interface that we're actually using. So that's pretty simple. And these names don't really matter here because with dependency injection, it's just going to auto wire that stuff together. And let's see what it generated that time. Alright, didn't generate anything. That's fine. I think we might have to... I don't know if we have to do that anymore. A long time ago, at least, we had to specify the annotation processor paths on the Maven compiler plugin. I don't think I have to do that anymore. Just to make sure I'm checking another project. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, unless it's not a service. And we probably need to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Maven source. So then this is going to be Maven compiler plugin. Configuration, annotation, processor paths. I mean, I guess we didn't technically pull in the Dagger compiler. is snoring. It's loud. Not have more than one binding method with the same name in. Oh. That's right. Got that. It's like that. Well, I mean, that at least shows me that it's trying to execute the annotation processor, so that's good. I guess I don't need to do that over here. Oh, that's correct. Incompatible scoped bindings. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that one. Oh. It's because I guess this is I'm scoping these to singleton. I think that might be it. No? Well, I mean, one thing that I could do is let me just drop this method for now. See what that does. Because I don't care right now about pulling out the different modules. I just want this to compile. All right, so now if I take a look at my core, yeah, here we go. So we can see that it has the different providers and stuff. So that is actually pretty nice. So in the core entry point, I should be able to do like core component equals core component builder. Nope. Dagger core component builder. Yeah, here we go. And then build. Of course, we can do other things in it. You can specify your modules and anything else, any methods that it might have. So then here we have our event bus, and this is basically the other one that's defined in the other core component, but then provided by the other module. So if I console this out, we need to yeah, let me just I know that's not going to have a good time with that because I'm not inheriting from this module, but the main place that I'm instantiating this, we actually have the elemental stuff. I was hoping that would work. I guess it's because of the compilation. That's fine. That's not an issue with the GWT side. Kind of weird that that's still not able to resolve. Modularization client. Unexpected element inherits. Oh, inherit versus inherits. I think that was my issue there. Probably does pay to run the full GWT compile occasionally. I thought I was running this. Swear I double clicked on that. Clean up some of this stuff. And of course, we're going to have to repeat this for any of our modules. I could probably use the client part. If we take a look at this diagram, we have our main stuff over here, which is basically the main user interface, the shell. But then we have core, then we have all functions over here. I might actually extract these out into its own module, but just all of them in the same GWT lib. Oh, that still had a problem. Oh boy. I'm assuming the source and everything is there. Let's take a look at. Can we open up that jar? No. Copy path. Absolute path. Yeah, it had the code in there. And the source. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh. So apparently IntelliJ has bindings for Dagger, I guess? Because I was able to identify that this one is exposed in core component. Then you click on it and it takes you right there, but I am not entirely sure why. That is not... Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. Core module. Oh. What's your problem? Oh, that's right. I need to clean, because I removed that method, but apparently it had some remnants of generated code still. So now that should, I thought I was going to fix that. Cannot find symbol. Well, yeah, because if it didn't generate. All right, so here we're having the incompatibility again. I may have to refresh my memory a little bit more. Let's just take a look at this. All right, so we have a component. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. That's all cool. Depending on interfaces, yeah, that's fine. Wonder if I have to make my class abstract. Not the component, but the module. Maybe eventually. We need to do some scoping stuff. I wonder if it's because it's not static here. Does it have to be static? I mean, that would make sense for a singleton to produce something. No, apparently not. And I'm going to have to look for some of my old code. I cannot recall which project I worked on. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, it's at 2 hours now. I'm probably going to cut the stream for now. I need to take a break. Might be gone a little bit longer than a normal lunch break because I have a few things that I need to do. I'll do a little bit of research on this. Try to find some of my old code. That way, you're not watching me just flounder on the live stream right now. And I'll probably be back in about an hour and a half. So just make sure that you click on that little bell or whatever to get notified whenever I'm live again. Then come back and we can start the next step of this modularization process. All right, I'll see you then.